everybody always asks me like a common question. Like they'll see my videos, tutorials or whatever about jiu-jitsu, and they've never done it. And they always ask me all these questions. But the most common question I get is like, the very first time I walk into a jiu-jitsu school, like, what do I say? How do I act? And I always tell people, like, just go in and be honest. Just tell them, hey, I don't know anything. I want to learn things. Go in and be humble. Because, like, when you've been doing jiu-jitsu for a long time and you've been, you know, out of school for a while, you see all different types of personalities come in. And so I had this, and I want to know what yours is, because I know you've got a bunch, but I had this funny story about like this lunatic that came in one day. And basically, like a bunch of my friends and I were at the school. Maybe I shouldn't say what school it was. It was a long time ago, but we had the green light system. So if a hothead comes in, the coach would tap me or another guy on the shoulder and be like, green light on him.
Okay.
So, which would basically mean like run him out of the place.
Yes.
Don't hurt him,
yeah,
but grind him out so he doesn't want to be here anymore. And so I walk in and my coach is coming up to me, and I'm assuming it's a green light because he had a weird look in his face. He goes, hey, he goes, Kevin, there's a new guy here today. You're going to know who he is as soon as you see him. Be nice to him. He has a lot of self-exploring to do. I said, of course I'm going to be nice to him. I don't give anybody a hard time. I'm not a bully. And he goes, yeah, but like when you talk to him, you'll see what I mean. I go, okay, now I have to see who it is.
Yes.
So I'm walking around the room, and it was a gi class. So he doesn't have a gi yet. And he's in white Under Armour from head to toe, like the tight thing here. He's roided out to the point where like his eyes are yellow. You know what I mean? He's getting jaundiced.
He's got the Power Ranger thing on, the whole outfit.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
And I go, hey man, Kevin, nice to meet you. And he's like, yeah. And I was just like, I've never met somebody before. They just don't even say hello back. Hi, how are you? Yeah. Gives you this look. Okay. He's, in the zone. I go, where have you trained? I know he hasn't trained anywhere. I just want to see what he's going to tell me. He's like, I trained all over the world. I've been in like 900 fights. Oh, okay. It's this guy. You know what I mean? So I'm trying not to laugh. And my buddy Jimmy comes in, and we used to call him Stain Man because he always had stains on him. Like I remember that day he had a job interview, and he comes in and he's like, I don't think I got the job interview. I go, what happened? Put my dress shirt on, I had a stain on. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You didn't even eat anything? Like, how did you? So we also called him Stain Man because his belt was stained all the time. And I think he was washing it with like the Tide Pods, and sometimes we just had to break his balls about it. Like, why do you always have stains on you?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on here? So he claims he didn't do this, but I swear to God, that day, this guy's here, he walks in. He was a brown belt, and I think he tried to like clean his belt somehow. His belt went from like brown to like a dark orange. It looked hideous.
Okay.
So we started calling him Dark Orange Belt. So I say to the guy, knowing Jimmy's temperamental, I go, hey, you should roll with him over there. And he goes, who's that? I go, that's Stain Man. But just so you know, he's got a dark orange belt. And he goes, what level is that? I go, well, it's a special Japanese ceremony. It's after black belt. He's very good. So seeing as, you pretty much stopped the riot by yourself and fucking fought 900 people by yourself like Captain America, this is the guy you want to roll with. He goes, yeah, all right, I'll fucking go get him. So anyways, we grinded him out, and he wound up leaving. I think he was one of those guys who came in for the one day, but the thing at the school for a really long time became like, after black belt, you get your dark orange belt.
That's fucking hysterical.
For years, it followed around. We'd go, this guy's got a dark orange belt, 100%.